Hey traders, John Howell here. Welcome to today's market update and educational video. Today I'm going to be covering the Dow Jones and the SP500. Give you an update, what's happening there, small picture, daily chart, big picture, weekly chart, what's going on. Also, the SLV is actually in a bit of a funky little pattern right now. I'm going to share that with you. I can't wait to share that with you. Also, I'm going to be focusing on the SIL and the SILj, that should say, but it's getting close. It's getting close to something. I can't wait to share that with you. And also, what's going on with Bitcoin right now and when the time to buy something and when not to buy something. And I'm going to share that with you. Hopefully this helps you out. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty guys, let's get straight into it. So looking at the S&P 500, what's actually happened this week and what's going on and what's likely to happen moving forward next week. So the up and close personal view is this. Firstly, we have had a channel from the resistance up here around that 5,500 level. Sorry, 3,500 should I say? 5,500. Yeah, probably going to be at 5,500 soon. So we have the resistance here, and now you can see, look what's happening, right? We're holding support, holding support, holding support, and now we're getting very, very, very close to, this is what I call a momentum line. Now, how I got the momentum line is that you draw the support on the very last leg up, and then you basically create that exact same angle, as you can see, that exact same angle, pretty much the exact same angle there. Don't know why, but my software doesn't do the exact same. And then we project that up, and that's where we're likely to get this momentum line. Is where we're likely to, probably likely to continue here. So I do see we're probably likely to hold and then start to rally up from here. And then I also have a target of 3,800 and 3,850, and then I ultimately actually have a target of 4,000. Now someone said, "Oh, John, 4,000 in 2 weeks?" No, who knows, right? I'm very, very confident we're going to get to 4,000. The timing, I don't know. Is it going to be 1 month? Is it going to be 3 months? I don't know. But I'm confident over the next 6 months, we're going to see a 4,000 print. That's what I'm confident about. So that simply means, be ready for it, guys. That simply means we could get a drop down through here and then do nothing for a week and then drop back up and then come back up and then pull back and then go to 4,000. Make sense? So the timing, the big old time question mark is what we're looking for there. So I'm still seeing a lot of upside to come, guys. Even though the short term pullback maybe, but long term I see this thing continuing up much higher. Moving over through to the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq has moved over through. We're still getting this sideways movement, so get ready for the Nasdaq, guys. Get ready, because we're about to see a big move is coming. And I really do mean that when it comes to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is setting up to make some enormous moves, guys. Can't wait. I'm just jumping out of my skin of excitement. Why? Because you better believe this guy's going to be all over. And the Dow Jones. What's going on with the Dow Jones? Very, 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 very simple. The Dow Jones is... the channel target is only up here at 130, 1,000. Probably likely to go a lot higher than that. But the momentum line that I have, as you can see, this is the momentum line of the exact same angle where the market goes up. And I call it the momentum line because when the market bounces here, bounces here, bounces here, bounces here, and then we draw a trend line from there to there, you can see how it bounced, but then when we break, that's when we're probably likely to see a bit of a pullback. So the momentum line is doing that. It's showing me the last time it did this. So it gives us a bit of a probability that looking at the Dow Jones, that we still could continue even through there somewhere, if you're going to use that there. We could continue going sideways here before we actually start to see a move up. So a very nice momentum line is happening in the markets, and I still see a lot more upside to come when it comes to that. Now, moving over now through to the SLV chart. Look at this here. On the absolute short term, let's actually bring up to the last 6 months. Look at this here. On the last 6 months, we can see we're actually in a very big, tight triangle pattern, and we're starting to develop this level through here. So what's really going on here with silver is you can see where it's squeezing up and squeezing up. So that tells me that we're getting very close to seeing a big move. Now, are we going to see a slingshot pattern first? Which means, are we likely to see this breakdown first, then go sideways and start to head back up? Because the market, there might be a probability of that happening. Or are we just going to start to break out and start to see a move to the upside? Either way, I see more movement to the upside coming, and a pretty big movement coming out of that there. If I look at my weekly charts, you can see what's happening through here. Once again, we've just started this bull market, this breakout here, guys, on the overall big picture, right here on this weekly chart. We spent the last few months doing nothing. Mark my words, that means something. And what it means is that 3 years from now, we're probably likely to be up here at 50. I said 3 years because I don't know what's going to happen. We could actually get a drop down here for a while, spend 6 months, and then start to do that. But I'm very confident over the next few years, as in an investing position, we're going to start to see that. So if you're hoping and praying it's going to go up tomorrow, don't be doing that. That's not the way to be looking at silver and also gold for that reason. While I'm looking at it, let me actually just bring up the gold, and let me actually bring up the GLD. The GLD is very, very interesting because big gap. Is this gap going to be filled? Which I do believe it's going to be filled, because the last time we had a very big gap was down here. Look at this over here. So we had a very big move up in the August, a big gap down, and then we eventually came and filled that gap. So there's a massive gap here on the what's the word for it? On the GLD, and every single time we get a gap, this here closed the gap. Every time we got a gap, the gap does get closed. So are we about to close that gap, real soon? Let's actually just keep an eye on that. Now, moving over through to the SIL. The SIL, once again, the SIL's got actually a big gap through here. So this gap is definitely going to be filled. The question is, when is it going to be filled? I believe it's going to be soon. So you can see we're on the short term, just hovering around support right now on the SIL. And the SILJ is really interesting because we're still developing something that looks like this through here. So a slight little upward trend while we've actually started to break down and below this level through here. So support and support. So is this going to be a little higher low? From high low here to high low here. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Is this the start of an upward move? And once again, we have a gap here again that will be filled. The question is when, but we are definitely likely to fill that gap. You can see back here as well too, when we got the gap, you can see it was filled through there. Every single time we get a gap here, especially in the SLV, you can see when we actually fill that, especially on the downside. You can see here a bit of a gap on the downside, filled, gap on the downside, filled. There's only one little gap, which is this gap here, that hasn't been filled on the upside. And so on and so forth. So gaps on the downside generally get filled. And we're probably likely to start to see that real soon. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is that the nature of the beast of trading and the psychology of trading is that we always want to, the way that our herd mentality, the way that most people focus on these markets is that we want to see most people getting in first, right? Then we want to get in. And that's always the hardest thing, because that's the wrong time to be getting involved with these markets. Because so many people want to see everyone else do it first, then they jump in. The way the markets work is that every time we do that and we start to go up, and we go up for quite some time, we're likely to get some sort of a pullback. You see this time and time and time again with the markets. Even with the SILJ, look what happened here. We have a big move up, and now we're actually getting a bit of a pullback. We're probably likely to see a nice big move up soon. It's just the nature of the beast. But unfortunately, a lot of people, just like with the good old Bitcoin right now, let me actually bring up Bitcoin here. Unfortunately, a lot of people are starting to jump on the bandwagon because they're reading a lot of institutions are buying up and this and that and this and that, guys. You are always going to hear a lot of media come out very close to the top of the markets. So just like back here in 20,000, when did the media really start to ramp up when it come to Bitcoin? When was that? That was around about probably 13, 14,000, somewhere over there, right? We actually went up to 20,000. But when the media starts to get very noisy about something, guys, we know we're getting very, very close to a top. Now, this doesn't mean we're going to stop here. We could end up at 25,000. We just never know. But if we're looking for a probability of doing really well out of trading, we want to enter when the market is quiet, when no one is talking about it, and we want to exit when everyone is talking about it. And this is called cycles. And because most traders are waiting for everyone to talk about it, and because they think everyone is talking about it and everyone's doing the same thing, that's probably going to be the right thing. And guys, give me a comment below. Let me know if you've experienced this before, when that's always it always seems to be the wrong time when most people are getting in. Most people lose money in the markets. Now, when would be the best time for Bitcoin? The best time for Bitcoin is when the market's not doing anything and no one's talking about Bitcoin. Through here, the last sort of from say, last sort of from the middle of last year through to this year, which is basically 12 months. Pretty sure that is right. Yeah, so a bit over a year. This is the time you should have been investing in Bitcoin, somewhere around about here. No, John. But the reason why I'm saying that is you want to invest when no one's talking about it, when there's not much going on. And then when we start to see a big move up and everyone starts to talk about it, that's when the professionals start to exit the market. Amateurs start to come back in, and then the market does something like that and dumps. That's exactly what happened there over there. So the time to buy is when no one's not really focusing on it. So if I look at, say, something like gold or silver, right, or even the GDX, the GDXJ, that doesn't matter, right? Like if I look at gold or silver, or just look at gold, no one's talking about gold right now. No one has anything. I was like, for gold, that's going down, right? It's like, this is exactly what Bitcoin did. And then how long is this going to go for gold? We don't know. But if you look over the next 6 to 12 months, we're likely to see a big move coming out of gold again. And it's going to happen out of nowhere. And guess what's going to happen? Everyone's going to talk about gold. Just like it did back here when we went through a big vertical move. And then we had a bit of a pullback through there. So the time to buy something is when most people are fearful, and also when not much is going on. Because when that happens, it's the calm before the storm. And then when you do trade in the calming period, your job is just to be patient. Let the market do its thing. Up and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, 11 months, 12 months. Just go up and down. And then bam, suddenly out of nowhere, you never can predict it. And then like Bitcoin, it starts to make a big move. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Guide to the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go to that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.